Hello and welcome. So I'm going to take a look at the Observer's Everyman crossword, and as you can see this is the puzzle for the 16th of November, and as always because it's a competition prize I don't put this up on YouTube until the puzzle date has expired. When I came in there was a banner ad saying there might be some problems with the website, so I'm hoping that isn't going to affect it today. Just ticking up towards 3 minutes on the clock, so I'll take that off at the end from the time. But otherwise, we had a nice puzzle last week, so looking forward to another one like that. I don't think there's anything else to say really, so I'm going to crack on. Reformist solving blazing issues. Blazing reformists is 10. Blazing issues. What's that do with arson? I thought. Cross off or delete removing most. Cross off or delete most. I'm going to go crosses first. One wading regularly in bliss. Ibis, yep, the bird, wading bird. Humble representative cycling. Do I ring a bell? Okay, what's originally big Azerbaijani Kurba or whatever? That's a Baku. Baku, yes, the capital of Azerbaijan. Tries to win at tag, mostly stands around yard, thinks on one's feet. Cool, tries to win at tag, mostly thinks on one's feet. Well, on one's feet has got 223. Sign, sailors, Dutch. Sign, so this is probably going to be a Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, Gemini, Taurus, Leo, Cancer, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio is 7 letters. Does that fit? Sailors, Dutch, no. Tight-fitting clothing. Tailor's it's a leotard now. Leotard. Scorn South African racism, wanting independence and reform. Looks like it should be SA, racism without the I, which would be scorn is to sarcasm. I think sarcasm. He's a bit of a nag. I assume that's a kind of a horse. Gelding? Gelding's too many. Yeah, gelding would fit, but whether that would be the right answer, I'm not sure. I'll come back to that. The greatest pudding, one from Arabia. That's a bit of a legend. Alibaba. I think that's a pudding, isn't it? Alibaba pudding. Rumbaba. The greatest. Muhammad Ali, of course. Changes approach and whips kit. Is that just... Okay, I was going to say there's an anagram. It looks like whips kit should be an anagram, but there's not enough letters, and if there's an anagram indicator, it's going to be changes. Approach is 8. Is it 8? Yeah. Which leaves 4 to find, and whips kit. Gear, something gear. I think that's probably gear. That'll be the rhyming pair with 11 across. Slippery types are eels, rest up. Rest up for the most part. Is that going to be a hidden word backwards? Slippery types, eels or... can't think. Justly deserved, like some oil. Justly, fairly. Leave a roll is to part, I suppose. I'm surprised to have exhausted lady in elegant fashion. Well, exhausted lady to mean L-Y. Oh, what have I done there? How do I get back there? I'm surprised to have exhausted lady. I'm elegant fashion in just to have. Probably. To have would be what is it, an anagram of all of it? Elegant fashion. I'm okay, I'll move on from that. Cross off or delete, removing most. Erase, subtract, tick off. Pram struggling in incline. That just, it feels like it should be an anagram of pram. 4 letters. Struggling. But if it is, I can't see what it is. Ramp. Yeah, I can. There it is. There's a classic example of my disasters. Miscapable flourishing looks like 11 letters. 63 is 11. Very straightforward. What have we got? Let's get some more downs. Seed money, M&S wasted. That's... Whoa. Wasted sounds like an anagram indicator. M&S feels like a... M and S. There's a D. Unwisely with vision restricted. I... Seed money. Vision... No. Everyman, okay, with pretentious reference to self rambles vacuously in recollections. Moi is pretentious reference, isn't it? Rambles vacuously is an RS. Memoirs, I think that is. Memoirs, okay. Labour's account of why dam construction incomplete. 6 and 4. Labour's account. Oh, 6 and 4. What's that? Sarcasm. A. Something. A. Something away, afar. What some shreddies and cheese slices will give you? Oh no, shreddies is breakfast cereal. Cheese slices are, don't know. We'll give you something meal. Meal. What kind of meal will it give you? Can't see that one at the moment. Right. Leader of Blasted UK on safari touring African country. Leader of Blasted is B. Burundi? Burundi? No, not Burundi. On safari touring. UK on safari is 6. UK is 2-4. Yeah. RE. Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso. I need to. Oh, I think the I need to double check that. Check the settings. That's skipping again. Yep. Even though I'd changed that back, it's doing it again. Burkina. What have I got? UK on safari. I've got 2 A's. Burkina Faso. I think it's correct. The A will be checked anyway. So. Bad son, perhaps. That may get you sacked thrice. Thrice is 3 times. Bad son, so would make me think of a lad. Bad son, perhaps. That may get you sacked thrice. Triple. Local office, also therapist. We're told to. Can't be a toolmaker. Therapist, counsellor. Is it counsellor or counsellor? Counsellor. Counsellor. I think it's counsellor. Counsellor would be a counsellor with an S in it. Thingy. How the cockroach oarsman got to this doe-eyed creature. Roe deer. Okay. That gets rid of my that thing. Roe deer. Just not look at that one. It must be roe deer that way. Right. Hair product with nice short casing. Sweet. With a nice short. A gel. Short casing with ST. Sorry about that. What's this again? This was to have exhausted. I'm surprised. Core, my, wow. Elegant fashion. Not sure what that's come from there. Uncapped perk. That's a liability. I don't think a liability is a risk, but what's a perk if it's risk, frisk, drisk, brisk? If that was risk, I'm not entirely sure it is, but if it was risk, I'll come back to that. Victorian greeting, ultimately relaxed, there's my Y. Welcoming, carefree, the reverse. Now, I can't be the Y from ultimately relaxed because I'm doing double duty there, aren't I? Is it the edgy? Is it the ultimate letters of ultimately relaxed, welcoming, carefree? Is it edgy? Is that really? Good day. Good day. How's that working? G ultimately then the Victorian. I'm getting myself in a mess there, aren't I? Can't be good day. Right, let's go back to this. Reformist. So yeah, resolve blazing issues are not coming to me. This one, humble representative. Do I ring a bell? That must be me, mustn't it? Cycling. Do I ring a bell? Manager. Representative as an agent. Agents. Management. No. Tries to win at tag. So we've got 5 in or if, 2 in B, if B, one's feet. I think one's feet in. Okay, leotard, no. Got an anagram down, so he's a bit of a nag. Okay, that wasn't. Yeah, it's a centaur, isn't it? So yeah, and part human, part whatever. What's this? The black. Bad sign is the black sheep. Black sheep of the family. Okay, this one must be slippery types. Eels. Rest up. Sleep. Okay, yep. Sleep backwards. Changes approach and whips kit. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Can't see that one. I think kit must be gear, and I had a G here, didn't I? Angel. I think that's gel. Angelic. Okay, with a nice sweet. Yeah, okay. Nice is going with gel in it, I think. A nice short casing it. Yep, gel going in there. That must be gear, which means that must be in by ear. Play it by ear. Plays it by ear. Tries to win at tag. Plays it by ear. Something gear. I'm sure that is. Let's have a look, see. I might just got myself into a very terrible place. Plays it by ear, so that'd be an L, that'd be a Y. Felt like there's a Y there somewhere. 3 and 4, so it's eyed. Seed money, pie-eyed. M&S wasted. Unwisely with vision restricted. So vision is eye going into. Vision restricted is pie-eyed, isn't it? Means you're drunk. Seed. Money, M&S wasted. So take an M and an S out of a word for seed money, maybe. Unwisely. I've got a P in here. Reformist hasn't got a P. So that seems to throw that idea out the window. Let's come back to that in a minute. I'm sure that's pie-eyed though. Get there. 3 and 4. Oh, it's an anagram of seed money, isn't it? Eyed. One-eyed. Okay. Is that right? I've got rid of the money with seed. Yeah, money. Okay. That gives my reformist a better chance of being right. So plays it by ear is beginning to look right. 6, 2, so that's 4, 5, 6. At Miss Capable. Oh, we've got that anagram to do. Yeah. Right. Very straightforward. At arms, at. Right, let's write down. Miss Capable. I think I missed a letter there. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. No, that's just a miswriting, I think. So we've got something. Gosh, 3, 4, L something, blah, A something, A something. Easy as something as ace. I'm going to have a look at this reformist's anagram that I have not tackled yet. May not be able to tackle yet. Reform. I've got one down to look at as well. Ists, which I've got rid of the ROM. Blazing issues are fire storms. Yeah. That helps out a little bit on the S. Simple as pie. Is that not centaur then? Let me just no simple. The P's gone for simple, hasn't it? Simple as. Why can I not write down? Right, let's write down the wording. Miss Capable. Simple as. Okay, ACB. Oh, simple as ABC. Okay, that's why I was struggling because ABC is not really a three-letter word, is it? It's a thingy. Changes approach and whips. Sticker gear. Changes approach. Whips. Kit. I mean, that seems to confirm plays it by ear. Tries to win at tag is plays it. Tries to win, plays. At tag mostly stands around yard. So to stand is to bear. Oh, plays it, yeah, plays it, okay. Yeah, tag is it, fair enough. What's the labour's account? My damn construction incomplete. And this one was some shreddies and cheese slices. Okay, this one here, cross off or delete is a Ford. Yeah, simple hidden word. Well, not that simple really. Humble representative, cycling. Do I ring a bell? Remember me? Remember me? Okay. Oh, yep, that's right. Okay, it's looking a bit happier, isn't it? What am I, about 18 minutes in as well? It's not too bad. Just this little corner down here is not looking so nice. I'm surprised to exhausted lady in elegant fashion. Graciously. Gracious. What is that? Graciously? I'm surprised. Gracious. Okay. Wow. Yes. Okay. I'm surprised. Gracious. Goodness gracious me. Justly deserved, like some oil. 4 and 6. Well what? This one, uncapped perk. That's a liability. Oh gosh, the Victorian greeting. Ultimately relaxed, welcoming, free. Just check graciously. I think graciously is right. Exhausted lady, LY. Yep. So I've got a lot of letters to fill in, really, haven't I? What was that well coming from? Justly deserved. Well play, like some oil. Well. Oh yeah, oil comes from wells, doesn't it? Well. Sourced. Well. So look at this one then. So this is either away or afar, I would think. B, something A, something E, something. Labour's account of why dam construction incomplete. And the other one next to S, something U, something R, something. I think that's a meal of Shreddies and what kind of meal it is? Stomachache. Square meal. Okay, they're both square meal. They're both square shapes, aren't they? Shreddies and cheese. Labour's account of why that isn't going to work. Why dam construction incomplete? Is that anagram of why dam? I wonder. I don't think so. Labours. Hercules labours. Working is labour. Blake. Blacken. Break. Beak. Again, not a lot of things going there. Nothing off the bottom row of the keyboard. Nothing there. Okay, very little going in there actually. H. Unlikely H. Could be. Blay. L could be in there. P no. Board. Again, I's and U's don't seem very likely. So it's really L, R, or it could be an A, B. I wonder if Labour's account is going to turn out to be what the people in the union would say as to why it's not been done as opposed to Labour the party, which is what it's trying to mislead you into thinking about. This one changes. So yeah, plays it by ear, something gear. Gear is kit, definitely, and whips kit. Changes approach. Is that just slices approach? I didn't really look at black sheep as to why that is. Bad son is a black sheep of the family. Perhaps that may get you sacked thrice. 3 bags full, is that to do with 3 bags full? The poem, I can't remember what the poem is, but is counsellor right? Is that counsellor that way or is it counsellor that way? Ah, local official. But counsellor is that way, I think. And the sound like is of therapist, which is that way. And possibly that way. So I think it's counsellor, but I'm not entirely sure. Changes approach. And whips. I don't get what the whips is doing at this point. Whips kit. Again, not much to go. See, not really. Not a lot going into this one actually at this point. skincare. Plays it by ear. Second gear. Changes approach and whips kit. I'm really struggling to see what goes in here. Is the thing at the back of my mind is, well, let's go in there. The could be an N or an M, I suppose. Swim. Approaches an avenue or a way or a road. But it's not going to be unlikely to be an IAC there. Maybe it's a weird thing like that. Skid. I'll leave that like that just to remind me that maybe it does need to be the EL version, but I'm fairly sure it is the CI version. Well drilled, justly deserved. Well, like some oil. Well spilled. Well, this one uncapped perk. Perk is a benefit. That's a liability. Hard to get liability of 4 letters with an S on the end. This one, Victorian greeting, ultimately relaxed, welcoming, carefree. Ultimately relaxed suggests the D from relaxed, welcoming, carefree. I really want that to be good day, but Burkina Faso, I think I've spelled correctly. We've got UK on, and there's SAFARE, yeah, that seems right. Burkina Faso. Well, I mean, I'm assuming like some oil is getting to the oil wells thing. I just can't think what that phrase is. Right, I'm going to put the thing on pause, have a cup of bit of tea while I think to myself. Okay, finally I'm back. I've only been out petrolling. I thought this had to be changed. Whips is an S there, so I've been out petrolling this and then suddenly saw this just switches gear, isn't it? There we go. So count Silor. So there's one of them done. This one here again, I keep looking at this thinking this is edgy because what I'm thinking is you've got carefree. Well, the opposite of the reverse of carefree is an E. And if you take the ultimate letters of edgy, you've got E, G, they haven't, D, Y, Egdy isn't edgy. Okay, that helps me out to realise that isn't right. But I couldn't understand what Victorian greeting was doing anyway. So, ultimately relaxed, carefree. It is going to be the opposite of relaxed. I mean, it might well be edgy, but I can't see why that would be if that was. Victorian greeting. Good day. I don't think good day's a Victorian. Oh, of course it is. Yeah, Victoria, Australia. Yes. In which case, I still don't understand why. Ultimately relaxed is D, or the G from. I'm sure that is good day. Got the ultimate letters of G and D, and YAR is a YAR. GD and ER for the reverse carefree. Not sure about that. I'm going to go with it. I think it's right because of the Victorian misdirection. Justly deserved is well That's well played, well drilled, well refined, crude, well mined, drilled. Justly deserved, well based, well. Well, yeah, okay, well this is a nice little pair, because this word here, uncapped perk, I mean, a loss is a liability, so let's go on that basis. Well played. I was also, while I was thinking, well, Labour's account, maybe Labour's account is something to do with having children, having babies, especially with dam being the name for a mother. Construction incomplete. Why dam? So let's take the M off of that. Why dam? I've only got one A though, haven't I? And I need two A's. Yeah. I think on a profit and loss account, a loss is known as a liability. Why that would be a perk? Perk, gloss, floss. Yeah, I mean, the thing that will get me closer there is to look at this one and go, well, this is definitely because, well, could be well something, O-R-D, could be a U, could be an I, could be an O. Well, I don't think there's much on the bottom row that can go in there. An N could go in there. Don't think an M can. A can. Double D, maybe, but old, well, yeah, as long as it's justly deserved, then it's definitely got D ending, hasn't it, for deserved. It could be like based, well, fast, past, well, past. Oh, if that was an S, what would that get me? A liability. Cool. Don't want to go down there. Could be a well. Again, not great. So yeah, these two. Gosh, let me go back to pause mode and think to myself. Okay, I've been alphabet drawing 7 down, and then suddenly came back down here and just thought. I started alphabet draw this one and came to that decision. This might be well earned because do you put oils in urns? I don't know, but then that would be onus. That can make that an onus. A bonus is a perk, and a liability is an onus, something that's on you. So I think well earned, like some oil in urns. Not sure. So it just leaves this one. As I said, I've been alphabet drawing really. I think that can really only be a D or an S or an R in there. It may turn out to be something different. So, well, 46 minutes from the last one to go in still. Another one of these. I mean, most of the last 20 minutes have been on these 4 clues, haven't they? With switches gear. Not that there's anything particularly difficult about switches gear. Just the problem with Everyman, I say the problem is that you've got to be on his wavelength to get his way of saying things. Labour's account. Okay, Labour's the left, isn't it? The left or the red. Red. Bared away. Border away. Border far. Why dam in construction incomplete? I don't think the red's going to happen there, is it? Labour's account. As I say, it might be something to do with bearing children. But I can't see it at the moment. So yeah, I'm going to have my last, go back to the pause mode and I'll think to myself for a while. An alphabet trawl. Must be able to draw to this one at some point. Okay. Well, as you can see, I've put in blamed Adam here. So my long alphabet trawl kind of suddenly gave me the idea that this could be blamed for the first word, because the current Labour government blames everything on someone else, or the previous governments. So that made me think blamed, and then dam construction. I just wonder if there's dam on the end, isn't it? Of why? I mean, I blamed away was the other possible thing that could go in there. I can't really understand why that would be, other than why could be an account of why would be put a oh, scroll on the screen up and down. Excuse me. Oh, see how that looks. Sorry. Just move that there. Right. Blamed. I mean, it could be account of why. Blamed away. Blamed away. Why would be a sound like of the why, but then I couldn't work out where you get the blamed awa for. And I don't know. I think I've probably had enough of this puzzle already. I don't think I'm ever going to get to this answer. It's taken an hour on it already. So, given that I'm not entirely sure about G'day, blamed Adam. Yeah, blamed Adam is to do with the Bible and the fact that the original sin is blamed Adam, isn't it? Labour's account. So I kind of wondered if there was an anagram of, well, damn is at the end anyway, isn't it? Blamed A. Account of Y. Can't see what that'll be. I mean, there's some other words that kind of went in there. I kind of had Blair for a while, which would be a sound like of Tony Blair, obviously, which is part of Labour. Beaten would fit those first, so in terms of the first 6 letters, beaten, braced away. Couldn't really come up with anything that works, so I'm going to go with Blame Adam there. I'm not very comfortable with it, but I'm going to stick in my things and then come back to you. Okay, well, bit of an unsatisfactory puzzle there. That'll probably turn out to be something I can get to. Let's go through. Right, so the clues as I understand them are, reformists is an anagram of firestorms, resolved is your anagram indicator, and firestorms are blazing issues. Fair enough. An ibis is a wading bird, so one wading is your definition. Regularly is saying take the alternate letters of in bliss, so the first letter of I, B, I, S. Ibis. Humble representative, cycling. Do I ring a bell? Humble. I didn't really work this out, did I? Representative is a member. Humble is mere, so you've got mere cycling. So cycling is saying take the letters and move them round to the end. So remember me, mere member. I'm just a mere member. I'm a humble representative. So take the M off the front, move it to the end. Take the E off the front, move it to the end. Gives you remember me, which is do I ring a bell? That cycling trick has become kind of quite big time in crosswords in the last 6 months or so. Right, what's originally is your acrostic indicator that it was originally displaying, and then we've got big Azerbaijani carnate urbanity. Well, Baku is the capital city, so yeah, that would be a big Azerbaijani urban area. Don't know what carnate is exactly, but yeah, there we go. Right, tries to win at tag, so plays it being a name for tag. Most stands is bear, or bears, mostly stands, so mostly bears. Take the S off of bears. Around Y for yard. Gives you things on 1 feet. Is plays it by ear. Sign, Leo the lion is a sign in the zodiac. Sailor is a tar, and D for Dutch on the end gives you a leotard, which is a tight-fitting clothing. To scorn is sarcasm. We've got SA for South African. We've got an anagram of racism, but without the I in it, so it's one thing independent. So take the I out, anagram racism, reform is your anagram indicator. To get to scorn, which is your definition. He's a bit of a nag, so yeah, nag as in bit of a horse. Well, centaurs are half human, half horse. The greatest is Muhammad Ali. Ali, a pudding is a rum barber. One for Arabia, that's a bit of legend. Well, Ali Baba is it 1001 Nights? Open Sesame? Definitely something to do with the Arabian legends. Nights. 1001 Nights of Arabia? Can't remember what the name is. Anyway, changes is switches, or changes approaches, switches gear. Whips, whips are switches, yeah. And a gear is kit. Slippery types are eels. To rest up is to sleep for the most part, so take the P off of sleep and put it backwards because it's I'm just looking at rest is to sleep up. I mean, it's an across clue, so to turn it around is a bit wrong there, I think. You know, up is normally only allowable to reverse for things that are down clues, but I suppose, well, anyway, that's how you get there, I think. Justly deserved is well earned, that's your definition. Some oil, well, it's well earned. You earn it from a well, I think. I don't quite get that really. Earn. We put in an urn. But anyway, it's well earned. Yeah, you've earned it from a well, I think it's that clue. So that's an example of why I struggle with Everyman sometimes, is because some of his phrases just don't get. To leave is to part, and a role in a play is a part. Fair enough. I'm surprised. Goodness gracious me, I'm surprised. Exhausted lady, so take the letters out. Exhaust the letters from lady, take them out. Gives you the LY on the end. And in elegant fashion is graciously. Right, forward is a hidden word across off or delete. Removing most is your hidden word indicator. And if you cross a river, you might be fording it. Pram is an anagram of ramp, struggling is your anagram indicator, and a ramp is an incline. Miscapable is an anagram of simple as ABC, flourishing is your anagram indicator, and something that's straightforward is simple as ABC. Right, seed money, take the word seed money, remove the letters M and S, wasted is saying take those letters out of seed money, and then unwisely is your anagram indicator, and vision restricted is one-eyed. Everyman is me, that's the trademark clue. Pretentious reference is moi, and self rambles vacuously. Reference to self, sorry, pretentious reference to self is moi, and then rambles vacuously is take the letters out of rambles to give you the RS on the end. Recollections are memoirs. Right, Labour's account of why dam construction incomplete. Blamed Adam. I don't know if dam is to do with mothers because Eve was a mother. Labour, I think Labour's account is that they blame it. You know, is to do with the current Labour Party who are in government in the UK. They blame everybody else, or they blame the previous government for why things haven't happened. So I think blamed Adam is the answer there. I don't really understand fully. I can't see there's an anagram there. Dam of why, blamed a dam. Don't quite get it. Account of could be a sound like indicator. Can't see that. Don't know. So yeah, Labour's account of why I think is the definition for blamed Adam, and dam construction incomplete. Blamed Adam. Blamed a dam. Don't know. Don't get it. Right. Well, shreddies and cheese slices are both square-shaped foodstuffs. So shreddies are a little cereal you get in the morning, and they're little squares, and cheese slices are squares. So if you eat those, you get a square meal. Leader of blasted is the B to start us off, and then we've got an anagram of UK on safari. Touring is your anagram indicator, which gives us Burkina Faso, the African country. Bad son, so yeah, the bad son perhaps could be the black sheep of the family. And if you remember the nursery rhyme, which I did start to remember earlier during my alphabet trawls, which was bar bar black sheep, have you any wool? Yes sir, 3 bags full, so you get sacked thrice. A local official is a councillor, which I hope is spelled that way. I didn't go and check that, but I think it's an OR at the end. Has to be councillor as local official because of switches. A therapist is a counsellor, which would be spelled COUNSELL, maybe an OR, I'm not sure. We're told is a sound like indicator. Right, how the Cockney oarsman got to this? Well, he rode here, didn't he? He rode here, mate. And a doe-eyed creature is a roe deer. Hair product is gel, which is cased by, so it's going into a nice, but nice is short, so a nick, so an gel ick, and a sweet, if that's sweet, it's angelic. Right, and a bonus is a perk, so uncap bonus becomes onus, and an onus is a liability. And finally, the Victorian greeting. I think this is referring to the Australian Victoria. So, g'day, mate. Ultimately relaxed is a D. Welcoming and carefree. Relaxed. Okay, I get it now. I get it. Carefree is gay. And relaxed is a D. So put D into gay because it's welcoming. Or rather, relaxed is welcoming, carefree. So do the reverse. So the reverse is saying put a D into gay rather than D welcoming gay. So there you go. Finally understand that one. So yeah, just unsure about blamed Adam in that case. So there we go. Just over an hour really to get that one done. Although most of the last 40 minutes were really on those 4 or 5 clues. So there we are. Well, thanks for watching. Find out if I've turned out to be wrong on blamed Adam, then I'll put something down in the description. Thank you for watching.